In a previous video, I spoke about my experience working in finance. And deeping it that little bit more, I really remember how miserable, lonely, and soul-destroying that experience actually was. My day would start at about 6:30. I'd get up, get ready, and then begin the grueling hour-and-a-half commute from my parents' home to Canary Wharf. I'd get there and do a job I had absolutely no passion for. My co-workers absolutely sucked. And at the end of the day, whenever we were allowed to leave, I'd begin the hour-and-a-half grueling commute all the way back. I'd get something to eat, go to bed, and begin the cycle all over again. Mate, it's not really much of a shock that this period of my life I was lonely, I was unhappy, and I was fat. I remember my sister pointing out in a picture the way that my stomach was protruding, and she said that it was absolutely disgusting. I remember getting home every single day and getting really, really good at FIFA because it was literally the only thing that was helping me to recharge, and the brief bit of enjoyment I got in my day that was a week full of absolute misery. And then even when the weekend came, I might go out, but I had limited friends around me. I just finished university in Birmingham, so most of my connections were up there. I had limited connections in London. And quite a lot of the time I'd spend the weekend doing absolutely nothing. Plus I was a lot younger, I was naive. I didn't really understand what it meant to be on your purpose or find and do the things that you enjoy. Essentially all I was doing was existing. I wasn't achieving anything. I wasn't changing anybody's lives. I was just a cog in a very, very big machine, accepting that life for the tiny bit of money that they kick down to you at the end of all that. And mate, I would not have changed that experience for anything. The lesson today, mate, is going to be about suffering. I suffered during that period of my life, but I am not unique. There is no such thing as a life without suffering. Every single human being has to go through difficulty in their life. And when I think about it, it was probably one of the most beautiful things that could have happened to me. Mate, if my commute was maybe half an hour less, if I was earning a few £1,000s more, if I had some co-workers that actually had things to talk about with, mate, I might have never ended up where I am now. If things were just slightly better, I might have just stuck it out, got to the age of 30, maybe got a girl, got married, had kids, and boom, I'm stuck in the corporate lifestyle and not knowing any different. Mate, when we suffer, beautiful things can happen. When you suffer, you are more motivated to change your life than you will ever be. When things are difficult, when you go through something that's really, really painful, you'll be more motivated to change that in a way that you simply never will if things are average. Mate, I reflect on that thinking, I'm fat because I'm eating McDonald's all the time because there's nothing else to do. I'm unhappy because I do something that completely unfulfills me. And I'm lonely because all my time is taken up doing that. And I've got no energy at the end of all that to be social or do things or do different things. Mate, it was thanks to that misery that I pushed myself to get out there and go after my real passion. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for that struggle. I'm thankful for how difficult it was. Mate, maybe there's something that you can reflect on in your life that at the time was absolutely soul-destroying. And I want you to think about what happened afterwards. Was that pain temporary? And did it lead to something more beautiful as time went on. Like I said, mate, every single person has to suffer. It is impossible not to have a life. It's impossible to have a life without suffering. It's what we do with that suffering that can really change our outcomes in the future. Mate, if you're going through a difficult time, I sympathise with you. If there's anything I can do to help, mate, just let me know. But I hope and I know that if you transmute that energy in the right way, it will lead to something greater for you going forward. Let's say right now, you just cannot, for the life of you, find a girl to be with. You will end up getting in the gym. You will end up going out more. You will end up working on your fashion sense. You will end up working on your social skills. And what's going to happen from that? Your life's going to get better. Let's say at the moment you're flat broke, stone broke, you don't even know what to do with your life. Mate, you're going to go out there and you're going to change that. You're going to be getting your CV out to 100 different places. You're going to be getting yourselves on courses. You're going to be spending time actually thinking about your passion. Mate, no matter how bleak it is, there's always a possibility of light at the end of the tunnel. I'm here for you if you need it. Drop me a comment, let me know what's going on for you. But overall, keep that positive mindset in play and be proactive in changing your life for the better.